And if you're into cities and history and you're in the Algarve region in Portugal, and this one is for you, Edward, do visit Tavira, which is a lovely city, not really on the coastline, more inside the land, but they have a huge canal that leads to the ocean. We are right now in the fortress, the Castelo de Tavira, which was built, get this, in the 10th century by the Maoris, which are basically what?
Maghrebian Moroccans, Berbers, Maghrebian Berbers. But
So,
as George
Muslims.
Costanza would call them, the Moops.
They're Muslim population
what
from
city
the
did you say we were in?
Northwest Africa.
What city?
Tavira.
It's interesting because she wouldn't tell us what city she was taking us to. This is the first time I learned of this. Tavira, it's nice.
Tavira.
Tavira. I am a hostage, except when I'm on camera.
Edward, how do you like this place built by the Maoris in the 10th century?
First of all, it's the Moops.
Oops.
Looks like it could withstand heavy pressure, which is what I also do every day. So I like it.
Yeah, but you know they reconquered the territory, the Portuguese, in the 13th century and rebuilt it.
I don't know if they rebuilt it. I think they used it against the Moops. They stole it and they used it against them. It's kind of like ChatGPT, if you know what I mean. That's all I have to say for now.
And what's more fascinating and I really like about this place, fortress, castle, however you want to call it, is the fact that it belongs to the government and it's free to visit. It's basically a beautiful garden with some beautiful walls that offer a great view over the city. Since you made it to Tavira, I think it's crucial that you walk on the streets of this beautiful city. You have a beautiful bridge, beautiful canal, and some restaurants and cafes around. And the cobblestone streets are gorgeous. The architecture is simply stunning. Actually, it reminds me a lot of Spain more than it does of other Portuguese cities. And right now when we are visiting, it's some sort of international cycling competition going on. There are people from, I don't know, not just Portugal, everywhere in Europe, and they're very organized, very nice, and very, very beautiful. And this is like middle of March and it's super warm. It's like the ideal temperature is like 20 something degrees, the ideal temperature for exploring a city. So I do recommend coming here in March, where not all tourists are here, but still the restaurants are open and there's plenty to do and see. Bloom is It's simply amazing. This is the best smell ever on the planet. I do not like oranges, but this orange bloom, amazing. I want a perfume like this. Amazing. And they have a bunch everywhere. As you can see, Tavira is one of the most charming and authentic towns that you will find in the Algarve. And for sure, it's a place that deserves to be on your travel itinerary if you are planning a trip in Portugal. Whether you're already exploring the region or even considering crossing the border from Spain, Tavira is worth your time for so many reasons. First of all, Tavira is known as the Venice of the Algarve, thanks to its picturesque canals and the iconic Roman bridge that stretches across the Guilao River. Walking along the riverbank, you'll feel a sense of calm that's hard to find in the most tourist-heavy spots nearby. The pace of life here is slower, inviting you to take a breather and soak in the beauty of this historic town. History lovers will adore Tavira. This town has layers of culture with influences from the Phoenicians, Romans, the Moors, all of whom have left their mark. The medieval castle that I've shown you before, perched on a hill, offers sweeping views of the rooftops and their nearby salt pans, a perfect spot for photos and a quiet moment of reflection. And don't miss the town's beautiful churches, there are over 30 of them. But Tavira isn't just about history, it's also about enjoying the present. The local food scene is incredible, especially if you love fresh seafood. Try some octopus dishes in the nearby Santa Lucia, the octopus capital of Portugal, or enjoy a quiet coffee in one of Tavira's many charming squares. For nature enthusiasts, Tavira serves as a gateway to the Ria Formosa Natural Park, a stunning lagoon system where you can birdwatch, take boat trips, or simply relax. On Ilha de Tavira, a pristine island beach just a short ferry ride away, is the perfect blend of cultural exploration and outdoor relaxation. And let's not forget the welcoming atmosphere. Tavira has managed to stay authentic, even as it draws more visitors every year. You'll find the locals warm and proud to share their town treasures. I hope this short visit in Tavira and these gorgeous images will convince you to add Tavira to your Algarve itinerary, because this for sure will make your trip even more special. And as I said before, it's even worth a trip if you're coming from Spain. After all that walking, we got hungry, and because there are so many local eateries in Tavira, we chose one that was filled with locals. The waitress did not speak anything but Portuguese and understood a bit of Spanish, so we managed to use our Spanish and Portuguese combined to order all this meal. It was beautiful, very yummy, and it really gave us a sense of how the locals live and eat here in Tavira, in the south of Portugal. And of course, no meal is complete without a small beer of Sagres. This entire meal cost us a total of almost 25 euros. And we just made a great, wonderful discovery right next to the city of Tavira. There is a huge man-made salt lake area where they extract the salt from the ocean water. Salinas do Forte do Rato, which is the name of the fortress nearby, which was built in the 16th century to defend the entrance from the ocean on the river, on the canal, to the city. And right next to the Salinas you have this beautiful beach, which has a very shallow water, which is perfect for families with children, and it's a very nice place to spend your afternoon. So if you have more time to spend in Tavira, I think this is well worth your time. You can drive all the way next to the beach here, and On the way here, we also saw some flamingos near the salt lakes, which you can see in winter up to March, they say, but it's already middle of March and we saw a bunch of flamingos, so if you're lucky, they're gonna be somewhere around here. I cannot really pinpoint the exact place where you're gonna find them, but usually they stay and feed in salt lakes. So here you have a bunch all over the south coast of Portugal. You have a bunch of Salinas or salt lakes, and you might find some flamingos, but you have to look for them.
Secrets in the west stick to my body like glue. Or what would I do if that wasn't the case? Growing while living is such a blessing.
So if you come to Loulé and Algarve region in Portugal in March, you might find here the chocolate festival that happens every year in March. And it's been happening for a few years already. I'm not sure how many, but we just got some lovely fruits with chocolate, which looks amazing. Like this cup was 5 euros. You could also get your mix fruits with chocolate, and I got this beautiful, lovely crepe with banana and chocolate. And yeah, it's quite big. It was 6 euros, but I don't know if I can eat the entire thing. It's just simply too big. It's like for 2 people. And it's not a huge festival of chocolate, but trust me, it has everything. It has like a lot of things. It's very nice. Something. Wait, it's very good. Yay!
Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Questa è gustosa, vrei să gusti în ciocolată? Nu. Gustosa.
Meu Deus, que coisa! Gata?
Gata.
Good?
Ginger se numește?
Da, da.
Nu, mai nu.